Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode... what was this? Is this 8? Oh, I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, I think 8. Yeah, I can't believe 8 episodes in, look at that. That is actually the longest ongoing series on this chat, that's sad. This episode's the big one. Well, you could say Nemesis was also a big one, but no, that was done in 2 days. This is the one a lot of you have been excited for, and I'm not so excited for this one because I'm kind of nervous. I want to get this one right. As you can tell by the thumbnail and title and whatever, this is SMILER. Not all of X Sector though, just SMILER. We're gonna do all of X. We're gonna finish off X Sector in the next one with Oblivion. You can actually see me testing Oblivion right behind me. That was actually a while ago though. That was when I was doing Mutiny Bay. That's why that's over there. But I was just kind of seeing if I could do a vertical drop, but it will look a bit better than that. Anyway, so you can also see a little bit of stuff here that I'm next to. That was not in the last Spinball Wizard episode. I've also taken all the spinballs out of this because they were being really annoying and getting stuck on this job. Anytime I'd unload it, which to be honest is expected because it's minecarts and they suck. So, but it's fine though, because if you just want to ride it, you just come over here. That's why this barrel exists. You just like go here, shove it on one of these, and you can get on it. Yeah, I should probably actually get rid of that. Yeah, SMILER. And it doesn't go straight into X sectors, so there's a couple things on the way, and one of them here, I don't know why, I really like this build that I've done. It's this like tent building, that's what this weird roof is. It's called Hospitality Street, but I couldn't fit the entire thing in, so it's called Hospital Suite. Just said street, it's suite, not... but it's pretty nice. These aren't supposed to be doors, but you can open them. They're supposed to be glass. Windows. But yeah, and then there's a little bit of a walkway down here, and this building isn't finished, but I will just finish off camera. It's pretty ugly, but it's ugly in real life. It's like a golf range, I think, that you can play a bit of golf. I didn't even know that existed. I don't think anyone goes in there, but we get like 1 visitor a year. And then there's a few like other stands and stuff here as well that I'll build, and then pretty much just like forest, and then this is where the entrance to X Sector is. See, I think there's a big entrance sign somewhere around here, which would be fun to do diagonally. And then you go in through, I think SMILER's like right here. And then you go through, Oblivion will be over there. So that is the plan for this video. I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I'm trying to make these a bit smaller instead of longer. Bigger projects, because then I get kind of anxious about how long there are between them. I actually really enjoyed making Spinball. That's probably one of my most favourite episodes to do since probably maybe even Tanga Canyon, to be honest. So Wicker Mountain was fun though as well. But too long. Well, even though there was it was the biggest gap. I know I'm yapping there. I know it was the biggest gap between Spinball and Tower Street, but I did all the Spinball I think in less than 2 weeks. So that's the shortest since Tanga Canyon and Curse, because I absolutely rushed that in a week. No wonder in the last one we had to do so much of it that was unfinished. Yeah, anyway, stop yapping. SMILER time. So, as I usually do at the start of every one of these, I like to make a bit of a layout first, as it's always important. And this one's very like up and downhill, so it's going to be quite hard to do. So, better get going with that. Actually, there we go. I've put myself into a theme. I haven't done a themed outfit since Wicker Man. So that was this abomination. But look at that. We got, this is probably the most intense, and it's also the first one I didn't make. Well, kind of, but I actually got someone to make it for me. So credit to them. They did a really good job. They are watching this. I don't know if they will. Look at the glasses, aren't they? Oh, you can get a full. Look at them glasses. Pretty cool. And they got the little hat. Anyway, enough about random rubbish. Let's make this layout. Alright, so done a bit more progress with this layout. It's not very full so far, but you carried away with the actual build. This is where the engine comes in. It goes down pretty much diagonal, and it kind of goes round. Yes, this is the. Well, it used to be a KFC. I think it's just like a chicken building now. I've not finished it off. I've still got this side to do, and obviously a lot more interior. This is where SMILER is, because I can't really go much further on because I don't really want to limit myself for how SMILER. It's already going to be quite difficult being diagonal, so SMILER is going to be. Oh, I'm this much better. SMILER is going to be a tough challenge because Spinball over here is like the easy mode version of what we're going to have to do, because like we did with Spinball, we're going to have to do it with minecarts again, because there's absolutely no shot I can do it with trains. Oblivion will be a train. SMILER won't be. There's a chance it could be a trick. So I'm probably going to leave it to being a minecart. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but I guess I need to make the... I'll make like a rough area, and then just see how big the track is. Let's make a foundation. Scrap that from what I just said in the last clip. I've looked a bit more at Google Maps, and I think I can get away with SMILER being horizontal like this instead of being diagonal, because that would be much easier for pretty much everything. It's... Either would be like, if it was perfect, it wouldn't be like a perfect diagonal. This kind of, I don't know. But I think I can get away with this. That would make life so much easier. So ignore what I just said. I'm doing it like this. Now I'm going to make this foundation. Okay, I might have said I was going to do a time lapse. I can't remember. If I didn't, oh well. I did. Well, I'm not doing a time lapse for this one because it's kind of boring. But I've made a little bit of progress. This was definitely a difficult thing to make, like to start getting the layout of. It was very confusing because it's a diagonal path and it does slightly change. It actually ended up being more, but I've got the start of it and how it merges into this area, and obviously I have started with the track. So I know it's a bit weird that it's monorail. Unlike Galactica and Nemesis, which is also monorail over here, and like the actual, well, be more similar to the actual monorail, where it's going to be on the top. Also, I was thinking maybe doing this as a minecart like I did with Pinball. Yeah. But I just don't think it'll work very well. I think it'll be too janky. So I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to try it as train. There's quite a lot of space. Obviously, I can't do inversions. Like, literally, this is the thing. There's an inversion right here where it kind of goes up and then full loop down into the ground. Which you can kind of see where it does that because it goes up here before going down. That's where it is. That isn't there. Obviously here, this is where it goes straight up. Over here, now this is such a weird detail because I haven't really included this anywhere else. This is like an evacuation area, and the only reason I've put it in because last time I went to Alton, when SMILER stopped right here, which I mentioned the last one. Anyway, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Tower Street one. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I had to get evacuated over here. Kind of, it was evacuated. Makes it sound so much worse than it was. It just stopped. I think there was a block section issue, and go up here after ages. Also, Marmalizer. That's gonna go around here somewhere. That will definitely be an interesting build. That'll be a difficult one, but we'll get to that one later because I need to finish off this entire thing, and I kind of want to get some of the layout in. I deleted the Alton Towers world. Why am I standing in it right now? I replaced it with a fabric version. I changed it from Forge mod loader to fabric. Oh, why do I care? As you can see, I have a new little thing on my hotbar. It's got all of these. This is Axiom. You also have this. Shut up. All this little editor. I don't know how much I'm gonna use this. I think the more exciting one I have that I enjoy. I finally have replay mod. It was completely broken for in Forge fabric. So I think we should separate celebrate proper time lapse. Alright, and that is, well, an unfinished Marmalizer. There's a few things I want to do with the Marmalizer. There's a few details on the underside of these, which are usually those 5 stages. I don't remember all of them. I don't really remember any of them. But there's little machines under these that I need to add, as well as, obviously, this screen needs to have something on it. Right now it's just black. And I will eventually find something to put on it, because it does do a lot of stuff, so I have to really choose what I want to do. I also have worked a bit on the queue here. This is the general layout of it, close enough anyway. As well as this is where the entrance to the indoor area of the queue is. I haven't done this bit over here with the fast track, but I'll get to that. You can also see I've done a bit of work on the layout. It's in just pieces right now, it's not one solid thing. But I'm slowly going in. Is some definitely awkward bits. This bit's a bit rough, but it's not bad actually. But this bit here as well, this has been a tricky bit. And was it? No, I think that's much only bad. But this bit actually turned out really well. I've just got this little test car that I can drive around, and it just lets me see if it is actually possible. Just see, oh, whoa! And up here, I haven't actually tested this yet, so it might break. Oh god! Whoa! What's the hell? It'll be a bit faster as well, because the powertrains are a bit faster. Yeah, this is the hardest element so far. It's been tricky to try and get. Also, you would have noticed in that last time lapse that was not replay mod, as I said I was going to use, because it's also broken. Well, it's again broken really. I'll show you what it looked like if you really want that kind of time lapse, but yeah, I sadly can't use replay mod. If anyone does know that issue, please tell me. But oh well, I'll stick to the usual way for now. But Axiom has been absolutely, I don't know how to describe it, but amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's been so helpful with this. So just all of its tools are really, really helpful. Especially moving things up, because this is a complicated layout as well. So I've had to move a lot of things around, making them smaller, wider. So it's made that really, really easy. So yeah. I've got all this stuff here. This is how I make all my layouts. So I'm going to continue working on the layouts. It is not an interesting process. It is basically just full of trial and error, trying to get the right shape, and then going back and forth watching a POV to try and get it. So I'm just going to have this as a warning now. The final ride will be very rough, There's just like this thing can't do inversions, so and on the world's most inversions on a roller coaster, it's a little tricky because still trying to get those shapes. Like here it would actually like obviously flip over and back down again, but yeah. You also have to be conscious of space because I don't want the like here's very very close. Else it should be fine, but yeah, I don't want like the cars when I eventually make them crashing. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish that layout and then I'm gonna move on to these buildings. There's lots of big kind of ugly looking buildings, but they've got some cool stuff on them and the final details as well. So close to the end. This is taking forever. Did it. I actually did it. I finished the layout. I actually didn't take that long, but as you can see, it's an absolute mess, but it works. And I'm honestly half surprised that it works. It might get changed, any like problems with buildings and stuff, but yeah, it's actually rideable. And I know powertrains are different to normal, like if you're manually driving them, but it can make it round, so at least it's gonna go full speed. I've not made all the speeds right, but get an idea. It's like, it's actually not actually that rough either, so there'll be a loop here, it'll just be a loop, then there's a loop here. If it ever makes like a sudden turn like this where it goes up and then down, let's just loop, goes back down, but I can't do that. Goes into this pretzel roll. I think I managed to do alright. Very close there, but goes into this. Made it stop here just to make sure both parts of the layout were working. They both do. First try as well. I like that bit. That's there we are. Obviously there's the indoor section at the start, which I'll do once I've made the actual building. I'm very happy. It is early in the morning right now. I actually finished it last night. In this area, these things will look a bit nicer. I'll texture it a bit. That is the SMILER ride done. Other than I need to get the supports in, make the trains, make the building. I mean, like the ride, like it works. I'm kind of happy that I didn't go with minecart because yeah, that would have been hell. So I'm very happy I didn't go with that. And Pinball will be the only ride in the park that will be there. No, 13 will, but I'm going to finish up these supports and we need to get cracking on this building. And I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse again. Anyway, I'm done. I've actually managed to do quite a lot in that time-lapse thing, on and off camera. And I'll catch you up before we move on to the next area. And you can definitely see some of the stuff I've done. So the first thing I've done is I've done this whole path. So I've textured all this, I've moved the path down, it goes down a bit. It really should always be going down, but let's just make this bit. I don't want to change all this because making the queue would be a pain. I've got this symbol down here. I don't know if this is still there, but I know it was there at some point. I think it's kind of cool, so I'm just going to leave it there. If you want me to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. And we've got the main building here. The gift shop will be in here. I'll build that when we do the interior in a bit. I've done some of the supports. They're not done. I've just been slowly going around and adding supports. I've also, as you might be able to notice, added on the extra parts to the marmalizer that make it 5 stages. I don't remember what they were. I think I remember what 4 or 5 were called. I don't remember what this one. Yeah, I've got this thing. This is the hypnotizing. It spins around. This is the tickling one. This is like inoculation. It's the flasher. It's also like flashing lights on it. That would go off when you go past. I think you've got this funky little thing here. Got this station here, which is, I didn't get the effect too well. It's supposed to be when you're coming in, it makes the shape here. It'd be more across here, but I can't do that. I'm sorry if I sound a bit croaky. It is quite late, so just what my voice is going to sound like in this clip. I've also moved this down, this chain lift down into the ground, so it's going to be actually in the right place for the indoor segment when I get to that. I'm happy with this. It is starting to actually look like the SMILER. Really doubting it at first, but I'm becoming really happy with this. I'm really happy with the texturing here. But there's still quite a bit to go, which is why this is taking quite a while, but hopefully it won't be too long, because as of recording today, which has got nothing to do with when this is coming out, because it's not going to come out right now, I will be going to Alton Towers in 2 weeks, which, oh, well, I don't know when this is going to come out, so I have no idea if that's already happened, or if it's about to happen. I don't know. I'll be going to Alton Towers, checking out that new ride. We'll see what's going on with Taxi to see if we get around to that. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, maybe, but we'll move on to the next clip now. Move on to the interior. Just ignore the strange man in the background for now. Yeah, he's experimenting, I guess. But I've moved on to the interior just a little bit. I'll show you what I've done before we expand a little bit more. So this whole area is done now. I've added the single rider and fastpass. I don't know if this is overly accurate, but I couldn't exactly find what it looks like because there's no really walkthrough. It's just the fastpass queue, and I know it's something like this. But single rider, fastpass, they can go through here, and then the main queue goes through here as well. They go up these stairs. There's 2 different queues they can go down, and then it leads to here. What is? He's supposed to be helping me with a sign. And then this is where the station is. So here would be where it leaves. It goes, join us. And then it flashes all the lights. And it falls down. And then falls down. Very spooky. Does its little loop. And then goes over here. Which I'll try and fit in. After that, there's really not a lot left to do. We just need to make the exit, which will be around here. It goes up and around, down, and somehow gets out over here. The gift shop, which is the other thing we need to build. That's pretty much it. Like, I know this, like, chicken shop thing is, like, yeah, like this, but I'll probably finish that in the I can't say next video, but the X Sector video, as, that'll be more just everything in X Sector and Oblivion. But because Oblivion's not really that interesting. SMILER's quite a lot, so that's why it's getting its own episode. Thank God I did not put these 2 together. Let's make a little bit more interior, shall we? Let's finish this thing up. The SMILER is finished. After a long wait, I don't even know when the last one came out. Yeah, it was about 2 months ago. The SMILER is finally finished. Oh, you might hear it go past. Oh, you can see it in the back. But there are 4 trains now currently running around. And the reason why I'm standing here and not, in the main area is because I have added in all the music. And it's not just the one main track like the others, but it's just like in the central area. Oh, here you go. These 2 going around. Whoa. And they're all timed decently well, but yeah. So we can walk into X Sector here. Obviously the rest of X Sector will be finished in a future video. But here is SMILER. Gonna pass it in and we're gonna start hearing the music now. Just as you get to the good bit. So it might get a little loud. Got the entrance sign here. I know it does look like it says the Schiller, but it's just kind of hard to fit an M into that kind of space. You got me there, one of the workers. Which probably just fine. I put in the screen now. It does actually light up at night as well. Just put some sea lanterns in the back here. But yeah, that is the full thing. So we've got these trains going around. I tried to put the logo on the front with the paintings, but they don't stay on the trains. I might try that when I'm going to get a new mod, especially for the next video, because we're going to need it. Create interactive, so it might work on that, but I'll try that between videos. But yeah, let's do a final. Let's do a little walkthrough of the SMILER. So we come through the entrance. We're going to go through the main. Do we want to go for the main queue? Yeah, we'll go for the main queue. But yeah, for the first part of the queue, it's pretty dull. I'll just skip along so you don't have to watch it. You go through here, you do a little bit of cow panning, then you come back. Let's skip all this as well. We'll go through the main part of the queue. Come down here, get a good view of the Marmalizer. A little bit of that inside. I put some yellow glass in there, so a little bit. Yeah. See the trains going over. All the legs, you get a good view of all the legs, and obviously the soundtrack going around. I'm going to make the soundtrack a little louder in the real thing, but I just turned it down for this because it was way too loud and I can even hear myself. And I think in the video as well, it'll be quieter than it actually is. But yeah, you get a nice little view. There's it going over. Again, the track isn't obviously the most accurate, perfect, because I had to take, a lot of liberties with not being able to do any inversions on this ride, but I tried my best. It's pretty close to the layout, the best I can. It is a little jolty at times, but for, how impossible I thought this was going to be, originally going with a minecart. I don't know why I'm doing this backwards. I'm actually quite surprised. I'm pretty happy with myself that it is decently smooth. There's only one really rough bit, and that's at the very beginning, which you haven't actually seen yet. If we go through here, we get a little bit more. A little bit more cow penning. A lot of it on this ride. Little guy here checks all your stuff. You can go this stair and get some of the station audio. Make sure all the different areas have a different. The only one that didn't get its own track is the queue. I'm pretty sure it has its own, but that would have been too hard, so I just used the main audio for it. But I guess we should give it a little POV. Let me in.
Join us.
Oh, screw you. Let me in seats, They've been real glitchy recently. You can hear it there saying it's join us, and obviously it's not really the, the big low pitched guy, but get that siren that used to. I guess I'll just sit here for 40 seconds. But yeah, this is very zoomed out. This is very well timed as well. The other car pretty much comes in right as this one leaves. They even do that, so you can probably guess when they're going to leave because that one's about to come in. Here it comes.
Join us.
Whoa! Yeah, see, that's a little jolty there, but yeah, a little screen. This does stop for a second, which it does in real life, just because it's waiting for them to go around. So that, yeah, this one's about to go into this break front, which will make it move. I'll do a proper PV at the end. Oh, here we go. The chain lift. A full view. So we'll hear the soundtrack as we go past it. I can't actually remember where I put the screen, but it's around the Marmalizer somewhere. Okay, whoa. I can't help myself not doing that. Over the queue. Been a little loop here. There's probably been 2 already. Oh. This, another loop up here. There, a little airtime. Into this thing. See the other car going past, that's pretty cool. Right, and into the little brake run. But, of course. This is actually the first time I think I've properly done it as well, as you can probably tell. I'm going up the chain lift. Ooh. Yeah, it's technically not fully vertical, but I don't know if I can actually do that. There's the other train going by. Go down here. Bit of go back over towards the station here. And round back into the brake run. Very nice. Whoa. There we go. And that closed it. And we got the exit. I tried my best with this exit. It's very complicated and strange. But we can go down this way. There's a little booth there. Oh, smile. Oh, a little dark corridor. Go through some like strange hallways. These hazard blocks were quite useful for this. And you can hear the SMILER shop out here. The SMILER shop is a bit smaller than it is in real life, but it's about as much as I could fit. But this is where you get all your photos. I should put some on there. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that's the SMILER shop. Get your little stuff, little toy train or whatever. You can leave. And this is where Enterprise used to be, was about right there, and where Oblivion comes up as well. Oblivion will be over there. But yeah, that is SMILER. I am very happy with it. Probably not my favourite area, but it's definitely up there. It's probably my 3rd. I think Forbidden Valley is my favourite so far, and 2nd is Wicker Man. But yeah, I'm really happy with SMILER. But yeah, that is going to do it for this Alton video. But before I go, I've teased it already. The next one probably won't take as long. Bit of a smaller one, and it might not be X Sector because we need to update the park a little. Anyway, see you soon.